Chosen one, you've been feeling different lately, haven't you? This is why. You can't explain it, but something inside you shifted. The things that once excited you feel empty now. The people around you feel distant. And deep down, you know something is coming. You didn't choose this path. This path chose you. And what's about to enter your life will change everything. The feeling you can't escape. There's a quiet restlessness inside you. Like your soul is whispering, this isn't it. You try to ignore it. You try to go back to how things were. But you can't. Because you've outgrown the version of yourself that settled. And now your spirit is demanding more. Why you feel so alone? People don't understand you anymore. They think you've changed. They think you're too deep, too intense, too different. But the truth is, you're finally becoming who you were always meant to be. And that kind of transformation, it separates you. The awakening process. This isn't random. This is a spiritual awakening. It starts with confusion, then isolation, then deep inner questioning, and finally clarity. But before clarity arrives, everything falls apart. Why your old life is collapsing. Things are leaving your life for a reason. People, opportunities, comfort zones. It feels painful, like you're losing everything. But you're not losing. You're being redirected. Because what's coming cannot fit into your old life. The hidden war against you. Here's the truth most people won't say. When you start waking up, resistance appears. Not always in obvious ways. Sometimes through doubt. Sometimes through people close to you. They don't even realize it. But your growth threatens their comfort. You were never meant to fit in. You tried to blend in. You tried to be like everyone else. But it never felt right. Because you weren't designed to follow the crowd. You were designed to awaken and lead. And that requires standing alone before you stand strong. The signs you are chosen. You feel things deeply. You notice what others ignore. You question everything. You've been through pain that changed you. And somehow, instead of breaking, it awakened you. That's not coincidence. That's calling. Why you had to suffer. Your struggles weren't punishment. They were preparation. Every heartbreak, every betrayal, every moment you felt lost was shaping you into someone powerful, someone aware, someone unstoppable. Something huge is coming. You feel it, don't you? That shift, that pressure, that anticipation in your chest. It's not anxiety. It's alignment. Something is about to enter your life. Something you prayed for without even realizing. The door is opening. Opportunities will appear suddenly. Clarity will replace confusion. And paths you never imagined will reveal themselves. But here's the catch. You must be ready to walk through that door. Even if it scares you. This is your turning point. You are not the same person anymore. And you never will be again. This is your moment. The moment where everything shifts. Where you stop doubting. And start becoming. You were chosen for this. Not by accident. Not by luck. But by something greater than you. You were chosen to awaken. To rise. To transform your life and inspire others to do the same. Now it's your move. So tell me, chosen one, are you ready to step into what's meant for you? If this message found you at the right time, don't ignore it. Like this video if you feel the shift. Comment, I am ready, if you can feel something big coming. and subscribe to Chosen Wave, because your journey is just beginning. The energy around you is changing. Lately, even the air feels different. Conversations feel heavier or completely meaningless. Places that once felt normal now drain you. It's not in your head. Your energy is shifting to a higher level. And anything that can't match it starts to feel uncomfortable. You're becoming more aware. You notice lies faster now. You read people without them speaking. You feel intentions, not just words. It's like a veil has been lifted. And now you see the world for what it really is. This awareness is your power. But it also makes life lonelier. Why you can't go back? You've tried to act normal again. To laugh at the same things. To fit into the same spaces. But it feels forced. It feels fake. Because once you wake up, you can never go back to sleep. The inner voice is getting louder. There's a voice inside you now. Not fear, not doubt. Something deeper. It guides you, warns you, pushes you. And the more you listen, the stronger it becomes. You're being pulled towards something. You don't fully understand it yet, but you feel the pull. A new direction, a new purpose, a new version of your life. It's subtle but powerful, like something is calling your soul forward. The people around you are shifting. Some are drifting away. Others are showing their true colors. It hurts, but it's necessary, because not everyone is meant to walk with you into your next chapter. You're breaking old patterns. Habits you once had don't feel right anymore. Thoughts you once believed are fading. You're evolving, and evolution requires letting go of everything that kept you small. This pressure has a purpose. That heavy feeling in your chest, that emotional weight, it's not there to break you. It's there to transform you. Pressure creates diamonds, and right now you're being refined. Your silence is part of the process. You've become quieter, more observant. You don't feel the need to explain yourself anymore. Because deep down, you know something others don't. And not everyone is ready to hear it. You're detaching for a reason. Things you once cared about don't matter anymore. Drama, validation, approval. It's all fading away. You're not losing interest in life. You're losing attachment to illusions. You're starting to trust yourself. For the first time, you're listening to your own instincts. Not the world. Not other people. Just you. And that's powerful. Because your intuition knows the path. Something is being prepared for you. Behind the scenes, things are aligning. Opportunities are forming. Doors are being unlocked. Even if you can't see it yet, everything is being set in motion. You're being tested right now. Doubt will try to creep in. Fear will try to hold you back. Old habits will try to return. But this is the test. Will you go back? Or will you rise? Your strength is being revealed. Look at everything you've survived. Everything you've overcome. You didn't break. You didn't give up. You're still here. And that means you're stronger than you think. The old you is fading away. You can feel it. That version of you that once existed is slowly disappearing. And even though it's uncomfortable, it's necessary, because you can't step into your future as your past self. You're being guided without realizing it. Certain things didn't work out for a reason. Certain doors stayed closed to protect you. And now, looking back, it's starting to make sense. The timing is not random. Everything you've been through has led you to this moment. Every delay, every setback was aligning you with the right time. And that time is now. You're standing at the edge of change. There's a moment right before everything shifts, where nothing feels stable anymore, where the old is gone, but the new hasn't fully arrived. That's where you are right now. It's uncomfortable. It's uncertain. But it's powerful. The universe is repositioning you. Things didn't fall apart. They fell into place. Even the pain had purpose. You were being moved, redirected, protected from paths that weren't meant for you. And now you're exactly where you need to be. You're no longer settling. You can't accept less anymore. Not in relationships. Not in life. Your standards have changed. Your energy has changed. And now only what aligns with your soul will be allowed to stay. You feel the urgency now. There's a sense of it's time. Like something inside you is pushing you forward. No more waiting. No more delaying. Because deep down, you know this moment matters. The fear you feel is a sign. That nervous feeling, that hesitation, it's not a warning to stop. It's a sign you're stepping into something bigger. Growth always feels like fear, before it feels like power. You're becoming mentally stronger. Things that once broke you don't affect you the same anymore. You've built resilience. You've built awareness. And now you move differently. More controlled. More focused. More powerful. Your energy is becoming magnetic. People are starting to notice you, even if they don't say it. There's something different about you, something they can't explain. That's your energy shifting, and it's attracting what's meant for you. You're learning to let go without guilt. You're realizing you don't owe everyone access to you. Not everyone deserves your time. Not everyone deserves your energy. And for the first time, you're okay with that. You're seeing through illusions. The masks people wear are becoming obvious. The fake smiles, the hidden intentions. You see it all now. And once you see clearly, you can't be manipulated the same way again. You're protecting your peace. You're choosing silence over drama, distance over disrespect. You're no longer reacting to everything, because your peace has become more valuable than proving a point. The shift is already happening. You keep waiting for a big moment, a clear sign. But the truth is, it's already happening. In your thoughts, in your choices, in your energy. You're becoming more disciplined. You're starting to control yourself, your habits, your reactions. You're not as impulsive anymore, because you understand. Discipline is what turns potential into reality. You're aligning with your purpose. Things are starting to make sense. Your pain, your journey, it's all connecting. You're not lost anymore. You're aligning. You're letting go of validation. You don't need approval like you used to. You don't need people to understand you, because you understand yourself. And that's enough. You're realizing your worth. You're not chasing anymore. Not begging. Not proving. You know your value now. And that changes everything. The right things are getting closer, while the wrong things are falling away. The right things are moving toward you. Slowly, quietly, but surely. And when they arrive, you'll understand why everything happened the way it did. You're becoming who you were meant to be, not who the world told you to be, not who people expected you to be, but who you truly are. And that version of you is powerful beyond measure. You're ready more than you think. You keep doubting yourself, wondering if you're prepared. But look at how far you've come. Look at what you've survived. You're not the same person anymore. You're stronger, wiser, awake. And whether you realize it or not, you're ready for what's about to enter your life. The final layer is being stripped away. There's one last version of you that's holding on. Old fears, old doubts, old identities. You can feel it resisting, trying to stay comfortable. But it won't last, because the new you is stronger now. You're facing yourself fully. No more distractions. No more running. You're looking at your truth, your patterns, your wounds, and instead of avoiding it, you're confronting it. That's where real transformation begins. You're reclaiming your power. For so long, you gave it away. To people, to situations, to emotions. But now, you're taking it back, piece by piece, breath by breath, and you can feel the shift inside you. You're not afraid to walk alone. The idea of being alone used to scare you. Now, it feels peaceful, because you've realized being alone is better than being surrounded by the wrong energy. You're breaking invisible chains. Beliefs that once controlled you are losing their grip. I'm not enough. I can't do this. What will people think? Those thoughts are fading. And in their place, something stronger is rising. You're becoming emotionally unshakable. You still feel deeply, but you're not controlled by it anymore. You observe. You understand. You move with awareness. That's power. The noise around you is fading. The world is loud. Opinions, expectations, pressure. But somehow, it's all getting quieter. Because you're tuning into something deeper. Something real. You're choosing growth over comfort. Comfort used to be your goal. Now, it feels like a trap. You're choosing what challenges you, what pushes you, what forces you to evolve. Even when it's hard, you're becoming selective. Not everything deserves your attention anymore. Not everyone deserves your presence. You're choosing wisely now, because you understand. Your energy is valuable. You're building a new identity. The old version of you was shaped by the world. This new version, it's being created by you. Your choices, your awareness, your truth. You're no longer controlled by fear. Fear still shows up, but it doesn't control you anymore. You see it, you feel it, and you move forward anyway. That's courage. You're stepping into alignment. Things are starting to flow differently. Less force, more clarity. You're not chasing anymore. You're attracting, because you're finally in alignment with who you truly are. You're trusting the process, even when it's unclear, even when it's slow. You trust it, because deep down, you know this is bigger than you, and everything is unfolding exactly as it should. You're letting go of control. You don't need to force everything anymore. You don't need to figure it all out. You're allowing life to guide you. And somehow, That feels right. You're becoming a different presence. When you walk into a room, it's different now. People feel it, not because of what you say, but because of who you are. Your presence speaks. You're unlocking a higher version of yourself. There are levels to you you haven't even touched yet. Strength, wisdom, clarity. And now, those levels are starting to unlock. You're realizing nothing was wasted. All the time, all the pain, all the confusion. It wasn't for nothing. It was building you, preparing you, guiding you here. You're closer than you think. That thing you've been waiting for. That shift, that breakthrough. It's not far away. It's right here, right in front of you. You just have to take that step. You're closer than you think. That thing you've been waiting for. That shift, that breakthrough. It's not far away. It's right here, right in front of you. You just have to take that step. You're entering a new reality. This isn't just a small change. This is a complete shift in your reality. The way you think, the way you feel, the way you see everything. It's all transforming. And once this shift completes, your life will never look the same again. You're becoming untouchable spiritually. Not in ego, not in pride, but in energy. Negativity can't reach you the same way anymore. Toxicity can't control you anymore. Because you've risen above it. You're no longer reacting, you're responding. Before, everything triggered you. Every word, every action. Now, you pause. You observe. You choose your response. That control is a different level of power. You're breaking free from the matrix. The system taught you who to be, how to think, what to chase. But you see through it now. You're no longer living on autopilot. You're thinking for yourself, moving for yourself, living with awareness. You're attracting new opportunities. Things are about to start showing up. Unexpected, unplanned. A new path, a new connection, a new chance. And it will feel aligned, like it was always meant for you. You're becoming comfortable with the unknown. You don't need all the answers anymore. You don't need everything to be certain. Because you've learned. The unknown is where growth lives. And now, you're walking into it with confidence. You're shedding fear-based thinking. What if it fails? What if I lose? What if I'm wrong? Those thoughts used to stop you. Now, you're asking different questions. What if it works? What if this changes everything? You're rewriting your story. The past doesn't define you anymore. The mistakes, the failures, they don't control your future. You're taking control now. And you're writing a new story. On your own terms. You're no longer waiting for permission. You don't need approval anymore. You don't need validation. You move when you feel it. You act when it's time. Because you've realized no one is coming to give you permission. You're seeing synchronicities everywhere. Numbers, signs, moments. Things are lining up in ways you can't explain. It's not coincidence. It's confirmation. You're on the right path. You're tapping into inner peace. Even with everything changing, there's a calm inside you. A quiet confidence. You're not rushing anymore. You're not panicking. Because something within you knows. Everything is working out. You're becoming more authentic. No more pretending. No more hiding. You're showing up as you are. Real, raw, unfiltered. And that authenticity is your true power. You're letting go of the need to control outcomes. You're doing your part, taking your steps, but you're not forcing results anymore. You trust that what's meant for you will find you, and that trust changes everything. You're unlocking new levels of confidence. Not loud, not arrogant, but grounded. You know who you are now, and that certainty shows. You're becoming aligned with abundance. Scarcity thinking is fading. Fear of lack is disappearing. You're starting to believe there's more than enough. And as that belief grows, so does what you attract. You're being prepared for something bigger. This isn't just about small wins. This is about something major, something life-changing. And everything you're going through right now is preparing you to handle it. You're stepping into your true power. Not the power the world talks about. Not money, not status. But real power. Self-awareness. Control. Clarity. And once you fully step into it, nothing will be able to stop you. You're crossing an invisible line. There's a point where everything changes. Not physically, not externally, but internally. You cross a line, and suddenly you're not the same person anymore. That's where you are now. You're letting the old world fall away. The version of reality you once believed in is crumbling. The illusions, the expectations, the false identities, they're all falling apart. And even though it feels unstable, it's making space for truth. You're becoming hyper-aware of energy. You feel everything now. Vibes don't lie to you anymore. A room can feel heavy. A person can feel off. And your body reacts instantly. This isn't weakness. This is awareness on a higher level. You're trusting your instincts instantly. There's no second guessing anymore. No overthinking. You feel something and you know. Whether it's right, whether it's wrong, that inner knowing is becoming sharp. Accurate, immediate. You're releasing the need to explain yourself. You used to try to make people understand, to justify your decisions. Not anymore. You move in silence now, with certainty, because you don't need approval for a path only you can see. You're becoming detached but not cold. You still care. You still feel. But you're not attached. You don't cling. You don't chase. You allow things to come and let them go if they must. You're learning the power of stillness. You don't react instantly anymore. You pause. You think. You observe. And in that stillness, you gain control. Because silence is power. You're letting your actions speak. You're talking less, proving less. You're just becoming. And that energy speaks louder than words ever could. You're no longer distracted easily. Things that used to pull your attention don't work anymore. You're focused now. Locked in, because deep down, you know something important is unfolding. You're building inner stability, even when things feel chaotic outside. You remain grounded, centered. You're not shaken easily anymore, because your strength is coming from within now. You're becoming more strategic. You're thinking differently, moving differently. You're not reacting emotionally to everything. You're observing patterns, making calculated decisions. That's growth. You're not afraid of losing people. You understand now. If someone leaves, they were not meant to stay. And instead of chasing, you let them go. With peace, you're seeing the bigger picture. Situations that once confused you make sense now. You see why things happened, why people acted the way they did. Because your perspective has expanded. You're aligning with truth. No more illusions. No more denial. You're facing reality as it is. And that truth is setting you free. You're becoming hard to manipulate because you see clearly now. You feel deeply now. No one can easily fool you. No one can control you because you're aware. And awareness is protection. You're realizing your silence is powerful. Not everything needs a reaction. Not everything needs a response. Sometimes silence says everything. And you've mastered that. You're becoming the observer of your life. Instead of being caught in everything, you're stepping back, watching, understanding. You're no longer lost in the chaos. You're above it. You're ready for what's next, even if you don't have all the answers. You feel it. That readiness, that quiet confidence, that knowing that whatever is about to enter your life, you're finally prepared to receive it. You're no longer chasing, you're aligning. Before, you chased everything. People, opportunities, validation. Now, you step back. You align. And what's meant for you comes naturally. Because your energy has changed. You're feeling a deep inner shift. It's subtle but powerful. The way you think, the way you react, the way you carry yourself. Everything feels upgraded. Like you've stepped into a higher version of yourself. Without even realizing it, you're releasing emotional baggage. Old pain is surfacing. Memories you thought you forgot. Not to hurt you, but to free you. You're letting it go now. For real this time. And with every release, you feel lighter. You're becoming less reactive to negativity. Things that once triggered you don't hit the same anymore. You see negativity for what it is. You don't absorb it. You let it pass. Because you've realized not everything deserves your energy. You're moving with purpose now. Every step feels intentional. Every decision feels conscious. You're not wandering anymore. You're walking with direction. Even if the full path isn't clear yet. You're becoming emotionally intelligent. You understand your emotions now. Not just feel them. You know when to speak. When to stay silent. That level of control is rare. You're breaking free from external control. Society tried to shape you, limit you, define you. But you've broken out of that. You're thinking independently now, living consciously. And that freedom is priceless. You're no longer afraid to outgrow people. You've accepted it. Not everyone is meant to grow with you. Some people are chapters, not the whole story. And you're okay closing those chapters now. You're creating strong boundaries. You're saying no more often. Protecting your time. Protecting your energy. Without guilt. Because you understand. Boundaries are self-respect. If you've made it this far, this wasn't just a video for you, this was a message meant to find you. Chosen one, this is your moment. No more doubting, no more waiting. What's coming into your life is real, and it's powerful. But here's the truth. Only those who are truly ready will claim it. So if you feel this deep in your soul, I want you to like this video right now to lock in this energy. Drop a comment saying, "I am ready," if you're stepping into your next level. And tell me this, what is the one thing you feel is about to change in your life? And if you're serious about your awakening journey, subscribe to Chosen Wave, because this is only the beginning, and the next message might be the one that changes everything.